Hi, my name is Sean Bianca, and I'm GOP Girl of GOPGIRL blog. You can read my blog at www.gopgirlblog.blogspot.com. So, what's been happening lately? All of us Trump supporters have been called deplorables, and by the most deplorable person of all. And as everyone saw, I actually did a little rhyme. Oh, mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the most deplorable of all? Why, Hillary, of course. And thanks to your latest statement, you may soon take a fall. And she did. And yes, Hillary Clinton did take a fall, and I'm so sorry. And we all hope that she's okay, and that my prayers are being said for her. So let's all say a prayer for Hillary Clinton, the most deplorable of all. On another note, I have a job for you all. As we all know, we have about 30 some odd Republicans that are not supporting Donald Trump, and they say they're either not going to vote or they're going to vote for Johnson, or they're going to vote for, I don't know, I guess they're going to vote for Hillary. Actually, Ted Cruz and John Kasich have formed a pact, and they are saying that they're going to work together. And, you know, I'm sorry, but guys, grow up, get over it, okay? I mean, John Kasich, hello, Mr. Governor, you came in fourth. I mean, clearly you were not a popular candidate. Accept it and lick your wounds and get over it. Same with Ted Cruz. Then, of course, we have Mitt Romney, who's heading up the camp. And he's, you know, he wishes he could have been president. He blew it. And now he doesn't want Trump to be president. Well, you know what? I have something to say about Mitt Romney. I drove 2-3 hours to see him at a presidential rally. And I might as well have been watching paint dry, because it was that uneventful. Okay, now, if anyone's been to a Donald Trump rally, it's a completely different story. There's energy, there's passion. I mean, for the first time in a long time, Americans are excited about a candidate. We Republicans and independents have not been excited about a candidate in years. And to go to a Donald Trump rally, you can feel the energy. And you know why? Because we have a candidate that actually cares. We have a candidate that actually has, for the first time, given us a voice. He says what we've been thinking. He says what we want said. He wants to do what we want done. So, here's my job for you all, okay? I want each and every one of you to get on the phone, and in my blog that I've attached to this live video, I have put a partial list of names of establishment Republicans not supporting Donald Trump. Now, I don't have the ones that are no longer in office, but I do have the ones that are in office. I put them in alphabetical order according to states. And I think if we all flood their phones with calls telling them what we think if they're not supporting Donald Trump, maybe we can make a difference. It's at least worth a try. I know I've been doing it, and I decided that I would take action, and I would encourage others to do it as well. Because I'm sorry, these establishment Republicans cannot say that they love their country and not support Donald Trump. And remember, they all took a vow. Every candidate that opposed Donald Trump up on that stage, what was it, 17 candidates in total? They all took a pledge to support the nominee. And the ones who are not doing so, I'm sorry, but I have no respect for them. So, here's what I've done, and here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make a call right now to Senator Ted Cruz. Now, you can use your own rhetoric. However, I have done a sample script. So, let's see, 202. Let's see. 202 224. This is Ted Cruz, everyone. 224 5922. Now I've put the Washington numbers. That's what we're going to do. I'm getting a recording. Oh, his voice is like nails going down a chalkboard. I will leave a message. He's talking about the thoughts and concerns of the nation, as if he cares. Hi, Mr. Senator. This is Sean Bianca, and I'm a Republican, and I'm calling to ask that you change your vote of no vote or a vote against Donald Trump to a vote for Donald Trump. I'm sorry, but you can't say you love this country. Too much is at risk if Hillary Clinton becomes president. Our nation's security, due to an open border policy, sanctuary cities, and the allowance of 550% more unvetted Syrian refugees into our country is unacceptable. Our ability to defend ourselves, due to a depleted military, is at risk. We need a president that will rebuild our military, not tear it down. Our First and Second Amendment rights are at risk. Our Constitution is at risk. Our country's middle class is at risk. Hillary has vowed to raise taxes on everyone, not just the rich. Our country and all it stood for is at risk. Our Supreme Court is at risk. Please, Mr. Senator, are you ready to own it if Donald Trump loses? Are you ready to take the blame for increased homegrown terrorism and mass raping by Muslims, as is taking place in Europe? A failing economy, a possible attack on our homeland, Americans losing their freedom of speech and their right to bear arms. Let it be said that every Republican supporting Donald Trump will blame each and every one of you in opposition to Trump if he loses this election and we lose our country. You will lose your party as well. And I, as well as millions of Americans, will disavow the GOP. Have a lovely day, Mr. Senator. Okay, now we're going to call John Kasich, because I'm sorry, but he is just one man that, did he really think he was going to become president? I mean, you know what? I actually liked the guy in the beginning. However, he wasn't charismatic enough. He has a mean streak. There's no way he can work with others. And I'm sorry, but the president does need to wear a tuxedo to a black tie affair. Did anyone miss that? We need a president with some class. All right, here we go. Mr. Kasich. Now, usually when I call his office, I usually get somebody. Hi, are you who I speak to about leaving a message for Mr. Kasich, or Governor Kasich? Okay, thank you. We're going to talk to an aide. Hopefully I get somebody. And if we don't, we'll just leave a message. The fact is, millions of Americans are making these calls because the establishment Republicans not opposing, or not, the governor's aides are busy. Of course they are. We're going to get somebody. Hi, I'm leaving a message for Governor Kasich, and I am asking that he changes no vote or non-support of Donald Trump to supporting Donald Trump. And it is my, what I have heard along the grapevine is that Mr. Kasich, along with Ted Cruz, are forming a coalition against Trump. You can't say you love your country and not support Donald Trump. You know what's at risk. I've heard Kasich is supporting Hillary Clinton. And John Kasich stood on that stage. He stood on that stage and he vowed to support the nominee. And darn it all, he should stand by his word. Or is John Kasich just like Hillary Clinton, just another politician that lies? I would like to see every Republican in the establishment that is not supporting Donald Trump come out publicly, because you are the only Achilles heel Donald Trump has right now. He may not need you. However, you can help get him the people that do still look up to you politicians who say that you are not supporting Donald Trump. Thank you and have a lovely day. Okay, we're going to get somebody. All right, I am going to get somebody. I want to actually speak. Oh, you know what? I'm in Florida. Let's call Ileana Ros-Lehtinen office, okay? She's really a disappointment. Big disappointment. But you know what? A lot of these Republicans are disappointments. Because I'm sorry, you know what? If Hillary Clinton were a Republican, she wouldn't be running as president. Hi, my name is Sean Bianca. How do I pass on a message to Miss Ros-Lehtinen? Great. I live in Florida, and I've been a longtime Republican, and I am extremely disappointed in Ileana Ros-Lehtinen's choice to not support Donald Trump. And I'm asking you to pass a message on that I, along with millions of Americans who have voted for Donald Trump because we have faith in him to turn this country around. And if she is not supporting Donald Trump, she cannot say she loves this country, because too much is at risk in this election. If Hillary Clinton wins, due to the fact that some people do still look up to the establishment Republicans, and they're looking at many of these Republicans saying, well, if they're not going to support Trump, then I'm not going to, even though Donald Trump has millions of supporters. However, there are still those few that are undecided, that need the help of having the establishment Republicans change their mind. And I just don't understand how Ms. Ros-Lehtinen can say she loves this country when she knows fully well that Donald Trump will defend this country. He will keep us safe. He will make sure the middle class does not reach its demise. And Hillary Clinton wants to take away our Second Amendment rights, wants to allow 550% more Syrian refugees in this country that are unvetted. There is mass raping occurring in Europe right now. There are Europeans that are fleeing Europe because of the Syrian refugee crisis. And not to mention, the Supreme Court is at risk. There is too much at stake here. Now, I understand she may not like Donald Trump. However, Bill Bennett, the author of the Book of Virtue, said it best. He said, better to vote for a guy you may disagree with temporarily today than lose your country permanently. And I wish you would pass that on, because she has to understand that I have been a Republican since I was a little girl. If Donald Trump loses this election, that means the Republicans have not won an election the last three terms. I will blame the establishment Republicans. I will leave the Republican Party, and I will never vote again, because I will have lost faith in my party. And I am not the only one that feels this way. And so I beg that you pass this message on, because I think this needs to be said, and I think the Republicans in Congress and the Senate and different aides to former President Bush and former President H.W. Bush, I think they all need to know how the people feel, because we feel betrayed right now by the Republican Party. Okay, 33418. Okay? Okay, thank you. Have a great day. Bye-bye. Okay, so it's that easy, okay? And like I said, I have on here Senator Lisa Murkowski from Arkansas. I have Senator Jeff Flake from Arizona, Congressman Christopher Shays of Connecticut, Congresswoman Ileana Ros-Lehtinen, we just talked to her, and Congressman Mike Kaufman of Colorado, Congressman Bob Dole of Illinois, Congressman Adam Kinzinger, he was a real disappointment, of Illinois, Senator Mark Kirk of Illinois, Governor Charlie Baker of Massachusetts, Governor Larry Hogan of Maryland, Senator Susan Collins of Maine. Seriously, Susan? I mean, did you not want your 5 minutes of fame or what? Okay. Governor Rick Snyder of Michigan, Senator Ben Sasse of Nebraska, Governor Susanna Martinez, she's undecided, Senator Dean Heller of Nevada, Governor Brian Sandoval, Nevada, Congressman Fred Upton, Michigan, Congressman Richard Hanna, New York, Governor John Kasich of Ohio. I really do want to call him again. Actually, I've been calling him pretty regularly. Congressman Charlie Dent of Pennsylvania, Senator Pat Toomey of Pennsylvania, Senator Lindsey Graham, what a putz, of South Carolina, Senator Ted Cruz of Texas, Congressman, and sorry, but he destroyed his career at the Republican National Convention. I mean, if you didn't read my blog, I said I half expected men in white coats to take Ted Cruz away. I mean, it's like, you lost, get off the stage, okay? People are done with you. And they're literally done with him. Good luck. Good luck with him getting reelected. Congressman Scott Riggle of Virginia, Congressman David Reichert of Washington, Congressman Reed Ribble of Wisconsin. Okay, so all these names are here. Like I said, there are a few more, and some of these people are undecided, and so in which case we can possibly change their minds by telling them that we will leave the Republican Party and we may never vote again. You know what? We may never vote again because we may lose our country, okay? Seriously. Because if Hillary Clinton is elected, that is if she's still alive. Oh, I hope she's okay. Well, the reason why I say that is if anyone saw the interview with Anderson Cooper on CNN, that was not Hillary's voice. No, it wasn't. Sorry. But I've been playing it back. Not Hillary's voice. And I think that was a body double because Hillary did not lose 20 pounds between ground zero and then coming out and hugging a child despite the fact that she has pneumonia. Okay, that woman was a good 20 pounds thinner. She had pep in her step. Hillary waddles, this woman books it. But anyway, if Hillary Clinton is elected, we may lose our country forever because I don't know if people know this, but Sharia law has already been enacted in one city in Minnesota, and nothing against Muslims, but Muslims have between 5 and 8 children per family, and we white people have 1 to 2. So we will be outnumbered, and your grandchildren, your children, and your grandchildren may end up living in a world that is ruled by Sharia law. That's what's at risk. If you don't think this is serious, get on the ball, okay? So, like I said, GOP Girl has a job for you. Make your calls. I'm making them daily. And let's see if we can change the minds of some of these establishment Republicans. Jeb Bush was also one of them, too. You can read my blog. Yeah, very disappointed in him as well. What a loser. Anyway, and you know what? That's what it is. All of these establishment Republicans that aren't supporting Donald Trump, they're losers. They're losers because they haven't had the guts to do what Donald Trump has. And that is speak out and speak his mind and say what he wants done. All right? Yes, we want closed borders. Yes, we want our military to be rebuilt. We want a safer nation. We want more jobs. We want our military taken care of. We want our veterans taken care of. We want health insurance that we can actually keep. Unlike myself that has to get health insurance every single year because the health insurance company can't afford to keep up with Obama's plan. Anyway, I've rambled on enough. You've got a job to do, okay? Let's do it, and let's get Donald Trump elected so that he can make America great again and safe again. This is GOP Girl. Have a great day, and prayers for Hillary.